to CCLASS.
What's up? Okay, apparently OBS isn't gonna work properly either. Let's get right into let's get right into it. Welcome to CCLASS Week 3 Kingdom Division. What teams do we got? Sorry about the extra weight, but everything decided to screw up all at once. I believe Petite made most of them, actually. Petite made them all on her phone in like an hour after I asked for them. The billboards, on the other hand, I think, if I'm not mistaken, were Money. No, she whipped them up on her fucking, the billboards weren't her, but like the intro and shit. Apparently she just used something on her phone and did it in like 20 minutes. It was fucking insane. Oh, Petite did the billboards too. Yeah, Petite did billboards too. You know what? Maybe she did. Hold on. Let's... We can analyze this. If it would stop moving for 2 seconds, we could analyze it. Oh, she used AI? Alright, fair enough. Anyways, we're still waiting on a few teams. Why do I want that? They do, yeah. I don't know. I'm just looking close. I mean, there's this hand down here, but that might just be... Maybe. Well, I'll ask. I'm curious now, Slap. God damn it. I'm supposed to be, like, doing less shit this weekend, not asking more questions. We're still waiting for the teams to be made, so we'll just give that time and just chat about it, I guess. But no. The hold video, at the very least, was definitely not AI, because that's pretty standard stuff. I don't know. I personally prefer standardized intros for whatchamacallit. Wow. For comps, for casting comps, I prefer standardized shit for casting comps because it brings more of a uniform look to everything. So I prefer the assets be provided by the league. Wow, I just can't think of obvious words. What's up, Juan? Yeah, it just kind of feels weird whenever I'm making my own for something. The only like one that I'll make on my own, or that I like using my own of, but I will use whatever's provided, is the transition. Yeah. Yeah, regular arc as well. Yeah, that's why those two are some of the big names. But I do like using my own transition, because I like having the little VIP one. My brain will not start braining. Thank you very much. My brain is here to fail epically. A few more moments and we'll go through the teams, because it looks like they're starting to be set up. Actually, let me just on the back end pull up the spreadsheets and we can go through them there. No, we don't want them to start just yet. I like starting to like warm up my brain. Dude, I slept for like 24 hours straight. And I'm so tired still, and I'm so mad about it. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm not doing that. Let's keep that playing in the background so that we can have a look on everything. Oh no, I was sick with like the a cold or something. Woke up with a really sore throat and went, nah, fuck this, and just laid back down and went to bed again until this morning. Bitch. I don't drink burnt coffee, Joey, and we will have this discussion again. Also, caffeine has a decomposition point of only like 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and coffee's typically roasted at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're drinking dark roast coffee, you're drinking coffee that has less caffeine than regular coffee. Oh, what's up, Mindy? Or I might be thinking 200 degrees Celsius, but either way, the decomp point is only at the temperature where coffee would be totally decomposed. I don't know. Somebody Google it. What's coffee's decomp point? And yeah, it 100% would have less caffeine. It also decomposes over time, so have fresh coffee if you want the most. Have fresh light roast coffee if you want the most caffeinated coffee. The only real concern with a light roast coffee is if you're getting a low quality bean, which has more acid in it. You know what? We're not going to do this. We're not going to sit here and talk about coffee. We're going to go right into it because it looks like we have our teams filling out. So who are our teams today? We have got Team A over here, which is the 1 million beers. We got Robber, Agent Ace, and Popeye. Dude, I will nerd about it for so long. We'll go back into it in a second. Anyway, we have Team B, which is the HCCA Slammers. We've got Colin, HM. You're now just HM. And do we have a third for the team? I do not see them. Looks like that's who we might be waiting out for. And Team C, we have Aries, Lord Octavia, and Kiyomi, and we're waiting for their... and Gleppy. I haven't seen Gleppy in a while. Oh, so I went to Vietnam whenever I was like 14 and fell in love with the drip coffee style. I still get my main... Oh, we're starting. Shit. Okay. I need a cast slap. We'll talk about coffee later. Anyways, looks like we're starting off over Metro, which means you might see some hot drops. You know what? Fuck it. Okay, so I went to Vietnam whenever I was like 14 and I fell in love with the drip coffee style there. I had this old ass man make me a cup in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere. The ultimate, we have a hot drop from the ultimate. The duo is Genesis, which is team something. Let's find them. Toe Sniffer and Rampage, it looks like. Yes, Toe Sniffer and Rampage are the duo, which means they're not too debuffed here. I can see them doing it. No, technically his place was in the middle of the field, but it was like a little shack that he brewed it in. I don't think that's where he actually lived. And he used a little propane grill to boil the water and then made a drip coffee with a little tin thing. But it was so good. I still use the same beans he used. Now, who are we gonna have fighting first? Let's have a look at the map. Who's in close contact? Looks like we may have Team G, Team B, Team A and Team F, Team D and Team A. So we're gonna stay right over here. Iced coffee is delicious. What I do every once in a while whenever so I like frappuccinos in the summer, but I take the coffee and I freeze the coffee after making it, and that's just the best way to do it, using frozen coffee instead of ice. Delicious. Oh, Colin, Team B going up against Team G here first. Colin taking some shots at Jeremy. Some nice early damage. However, it looks like Robber might get involved. 1 million beers getting some damage as well. If I remember correctly, last season, 1 million beers did pretty damn well. I can't remember who won, though.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Yeah, I also like drip coffee because it works pretty well for whenever I'm out of the house. Like, I can stick some water in the microwave anywhere, and as long as I have the little thing for it, I'm good. So I brought it out on various things. Also works really well for camping and stuff, whenever you're not going to have able to bring all your tech. Oh, Kiyomi starting to move in. Oh, hits Agent Ace pretty hard, breaks his shield. Popeye and Agent Ace are kind of alone here as... Oh, never mind. Hi, Robber. Welcome back. They're all back together here, which is pretty good for them. Genesis over there all by themselves as a duo. Octavia takes some damage now as well, returning the favor. Let's have a look here where we might see SK and Purge against Genesis. Not quite yet. I thought they were starting the push. But I get how you got in the mouth, like not getting where he brewed it from slap. But no, that was a fun trip. I went with my my class as a school trip, like an optional opt-in thing. Not just my class, the entire school. Everyone could opt in, all that stuff.
First blood!
Gabe takes down a... Where the fuck was that? Excuse me? I guess I kind of caught it on film anyways. It looks like you're going to have Trisofts get hard pushed by the ultimate, Tennis, Ghosty, and Gabe. It was an opt-in thing for a school-wide club. Toast Never taking down Brooks. Looks like we have Genesis going up against SK and Purge in the background there. Oh, Toast Never takes down Headshot as well. Just Jeremy left for SK and Purge, and he's in the middle of a very rough pinch here. Yeah, there was also one to France and a couple other places, but I didn't end up going to those. I just went with a friend to France, and like a couple years later, that was fun. Oh, yeah, boy, pin dropping Rampage takes him down. That's got to be rough. Tennis takes down Isaac in the background there. We have every team going at it. Sheezy all by himself. Ghosty coming in. Gabe Watts right behind him. Oh, trying to get away. Doesn't quite make it. Takes a lot of damage and goes down. Our first squad out is Trisoft to the ultimate. Over here, we still have SK and Purge in a bit of a rough spot. They're once again pinched between two teams. Genesis, however, is down a member. Just Toesniffer left, and they are in a rough spot. Yeah, boy, hits Toesniffer pretty hard, breaks his shield. Colin pushing up, almost takes him down. And Jeremy finishes him off. Revenge for the double kill that just happened on his team. What's up, JT? No one on SK and Purge has any shield, and they're between Ares and Slammers. It looks like the ultimate are going to get involved here as well. Colin takes down Jeremy, just Brooks and Headshot Snipe left. I'm in a really like informal mood. Normally I try and just stay focused on the game for a cast, but I'm not in the mood for that right now, and I don't know why. If that makes sense. Like, I want to catch all the gameplay, but I also want to talk about really random stuff. Robert pushing in on JT. Yeah, boy's got an ump. We'll see what else he has. Octavia getting shot in the back by Robert. Yeah, boy takes him down, wiping HGTA, or wiping Ares. Yeah, okay, we'll have a look at his loadout. Go get sniped in the back. Ump and MK. SK and Perch still in a rough spot here with no shield. They're gonna have to push through part of the ultimate here to get out. However, Ghosty spots them. Pushing in on this double stack. Headshot goes down. Brooks goes down. Just Jeremy left. And he gets taken down by Tennis. That is it for SK and Purge. Over here, we have 1 million beers getting pushed by HCA Slammers. And Popeye goes down as the last one, wiping them. We just have 2 squads left. The HCTA Slammers and the ultimate. He had a 1-star ump, a 1-star MK18, 2 bananas, and 2 shield sodas. Yeah, boy, focusing on Gabe Watts breaks him. However, Tennis takes down Colin with the Matadors. Let's see what he has now. Oh, nice loadout. Ghosty gets hit by Yeah, boy. HCTA Slammers is down to 2 members. HML gets hit as well. They're now stuck in zone with Gabe and Tennis holding them out. Ghosty regrouping over there. We'll have a look at Yeah, boy's loadout again. Oh, they were 2 shield shakers, not shield sodas. My bad. Looks like Ghosty is moving to high ground. Do you have an op up there? He does. who he chooses to focus here could make it. He has spotted Yaboy, hits him for 70. HML gets spotted as well. Loses a little bit of health. Looks like he might die to zone here in a second. Give a banana. No. Hits Ghosty. Gets eliminated by Ghosty with a rocket launcher. Just Yaboy left for the Slammers. This might be a relatively quick game one. I think I'm starting to consider quick anytime it doesn't go to final zone because of how these things tend to pan out. Tennis pushing in with Matadors, gets taken down by Yaboy. Gabe Watts pushing in with a Tech 9, and Ghosty finishes him off with that rocket. Was that just a 1-star rocket? Jesus, good timing on his part. Let's have a look at our kill leaders for game number 1. Everyone on the ultimate getting 3 kills. 3 for Ghosty with 1,000 damage, 3 for Gabe with 900 damage, and 3 for Tennis with 1,100 damage. A very even game for that team. However, we also have Colin the Go, 4 kills, 700 damage, and Yaboy 4 kills, 1,400 damage. Let's have a look at scores for game number 1, which I'm going to have to do a different way than normal because for some reason OBS absolutely despises the hold screen for this whole thing. Okay. Looks like first game we have the ultimate in first place with 48 points. HGTA Slammers in second with 46 points. Genesis in third with 12 points. 1 Million Beers in fourth with 10 points. SKM Purge in fifth with 9 points. It says right there. Why can I not read? Aries in 6th with 6 points, and finally Trisofts in 7th with 2 points. Trisofts are going to come back from that one. Definitely a good hold from the ultimate on HGTA Slammers at the end there. Definitely gave them what they needed to move into first place. And let me, while I'm talking about that, open up the spreadsheet because we have a glitched OBS. Which is, you know, exactly what one needs in life. Thanks for the follow, Stealth Gem. There we go, we have spreadsheet open. Everything in the world is, I was gonna say good again, but we're still missing a member of the... Which team? Which team did we discover was missing a member? Does anyone remember? I don't know, one of the teams was missing a member. Oh, Genesis. Where is Genesis? Oh, there they are, Team D. Yeah, we're still missing one member of Team D. Who the fuck is in Metro? Yaboy, going on a trip. Hold on. What's up, Crunch? Do we have game numbers for this? Oh, lovely. We're just gonna do that then, eh? Yeah, I should probably go to next game. We need to go to next game number 2. And back to live, because I didn't do that either. You know, that's the problem with having a glitched OBS. Right now, all that it's showing me is the hold screen, which it did this last time as well. That's weird. Anyways, let's have let's finish having a look at our teams while we wait for the last one of Genesis. We were on what? Team D, I believe, which is Genesis, Toe Sniffer, and Rampage. Who is on Team E? We've got the ultimate with Tennis, our winners from last match, Ghosty on Gabe Watts. Then we have Team F, which is Trisofts, Irregular. What else we got? Am I blind? Oh, Sheezy, and who is left on Team F? Are they like off in the middle of nowhere, or are we waiting on them? I think we're waiting on them. Oh, there they are. Isaac. He was way the fuck up in the sky. Okay, Isaac, thank you for hiding from me while I was trying to do that. And finally, Team G, SK and Purge, Jeremy, Brooks, and Headshot, Snipe. And the team that we got stuck in the middle last match. Okay, here we go. Game number 2. Starting over Sandbox. A pretty good starting area for an early fight. We'll see if we get it with the hot drops. Probably. It happens a lot. Looks like we have Toe Sniffer and Robber hot dropping. It looks like Genesis is going to join their teammate there with Jacques. Jacques. Who the fuck is Jacques? Yeah, why are you not playing, Romby? But 1 million beers and Genesis hot dropped 1 million beers over in Observatory. Genesis over in Observatory, 1 million beers in Sandbox. I question my sanity from time to time. Looks like we've got Ares, Gluppy, Lord Octavier, and Kiyomi dropping into Kingdom. Good spot to start.
First blood!
Oh, Colin takes down Brooks over in wherever the fuck this is. Next to Metro. We're definitely not going to cheat in Complex. I do not know why, but I don't care enough about the name of this place to remember it. It just like genuinely could not care less about what Complex is named. And I know I probably should know what it's named, but I don't care. It's too complex. Anyways, HTA Slammer starting to move in. SK and Purge down a member, but it looks like the rest of them. Jeremy in position to drop on Yeah Boy here if he plays it right. Does he have the weapons though? An MP9? Okay, you can work with an MP9 for that. I get that the joke was a little bit complex as well. It took me about 76 minutes to read it off. Yeah, boy, might know he's up there. It would make sense. Yeah, he spotted him. Maybe?
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Maybe not? I don't know. Colin's climbing up though. Looks like you're gonna have Jeremy versus Colin here in a second. Oh, Colin with a hell of a shot on Jeremy. Hits him, takes down his shield, and then finishes him off with that AKM. However, Trisoft's now pushing in. Colin takes a bunch of damage from Sheezy. Sheezy gets hit by Yeah Boy. Yeah Boy pushing up with a 1-star up, it looks like. What's up, Cyber? Colin getting hit again by Sheezy. Sheezy gets hit by HML. Yeah Boy still moving up. Colin is now in range for... Oh, Irregular hits HML very hard. Both of these people have been very low. With the right push, they could have taken them down. Ghosty takes down Headshot. Looks like we have the ultimate versus a different team.
First blood.
Oh, versus SK and Purge. SK and Purge is now wiped as Ghosty takes down Brooks. Bad luck. They got 2 of them dropped in Metro at the beginning there. Ooh, Isaac gets hit with Yeah Boy's op. Looks like they're trying to back out. Let's go have a look over here where we have Genesis up against 1 million beers. Robber gets hit pretty hard by Toe Sniffer. Jacques and Toe Sniffer in a rough spot with zone hitting them hard. Rampage takes down Agent Ace somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, no. Oh, Rampage pin dropped Agent Ace on the windmill. Gotcha. Or Agent Ace tried to drop. I don't know what happened there. Popeye gets hit. Looks like Toe Sniffer and Jacques might move in. If they know the teams, they will know that 1 million beers is definitely down to 2 members, which means it is very advantageous for them to push up here. And they are pushing up. Popeye gets hit again. Popeye is very low here. Robber was just lower. Looks like he got his shield back up.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Oh, Rampage coming down to join the fight. Looks like he might get another angle. Jock gets very low thanks to Robber. Oh, Rampage hits Robber with a nice body shot. Popeye pushing up. And Rampage takes him down with the M10. Just Robber left for 1 million beers. Bad position to be in. I feel like advantageous is a common word. Such as the ultimate in a very advantageous spot here over Ares. Lord Octavia and Kiyomi both very low. Looks like Gluppy is starting to push up. Oh, Gabe falls, loses his health because he did not stop falling, and takes out Gluppy at the same time. Kiyomi and Lord Octavia in a very rough stop. Yeah Boy takes down Cheesy. Isaac takes down Yeah Boy, which means Trisofts are in a good spot to take down HGTA Slammers if they push hard enough, which it looks like they're not going to do. Isaac might, however, get sniped by Colin here. No, he has spotted Colin. They might choose to take down Colin first. Ares now in the middle of these teams. Oh, Ghosty takes down Kiyomi. Octavia is it for Ares, and he goes down to Jock with a headshot with that tech, or that Seiko. 1 million beers now trying to sneak out behind with one member left, just Robber. Where did their third go? I guess their third lagged out. Isaac takes down Colin. Nah, I'm just fucking you with you, Mindy. Thanks for the compliment. I assume. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. You liked the word I used. That's like close enough to a compliment. Robber goes down to zone. Just Popeye left for 1 million beers. Trisofts still pushing HGTA Slammers. It looks like they're gonna push that advantage that we saw them grab earlier with the kill on Yeah Boy. They've also currently taken down Colin, which is very good for them. However, Isaac is half shielded. Yeah Boy tits Colin back. Just what weapons in there for Colin? I don't care what you have. A PX4. Not the best weapon for this position, but I believe he can work with it. On the other side, we have 1 million beers still trying to squeeze into zone. They lost one member. They're constantly working on fixing the glitches, but the new ones appear. So they're probably gonna fix it at some point, but I don't think it'll be fixed entirely. Although I don't think it's gonna be fixed entirely because I know that the black box is an issue that happens on other games as well. Don't know what causes it though. HGTA Slammer is one of the first to get to zone. Everyone else is just circling it. Yeah, I used to get black box all the time in Poker Stars VR whenever I used to play that, and that would piss me off. I don't really care as much in Pop 1 though. I don't know why. Anyways, Tennis hits Rampage pretty hard. Looks like Trisofts is still going to be pushing up on HGTA Slammers in the back there. Ghosty moving around on Genesis. Jock and Toe Sniffer going after 1 million beers. 1 million beers is down to 2 members. One of their members lagged out, most likely. Maybe black boxed. Really? You should check your storage then. That might be the issue. Rampage is low. Jock loses his shield. The first thing that I always check whenever I have an issue is how much storage I have left on whatever the fuck I'm using, and it's usually that. We have 3 teams in a very close proximity right now. Isaac takes down Rampage. Genesis is not in the best spot now.
Drop deploying at the frontier.
1 million beers might find it advantageous to move up on Genesis. Never mind, they got to turn it back up. Jock takes down Popeye with an op. Just Robber left. Robber is in a very bad spot here. He's between all the teams and all by himself. Rampage takes down Tennis World. Where is... Ooh, HGTA Slammer is getting pelted by Trisofts, but also going after... But Trisofts also returning the favor. HGTA Slammer is very hard stacked here. Trisofts try and push one at a time. It will not go well for them. It looks like they're going to try together, though. Taking a little bit of zone damage. Definitely worth it. Oh, Yeah Boy gets hit pretty hard. HML gets hit pretty hard. They are still pushing up, pushing in. HML takes more damage. Cheesy going for the harm on these two. Pushes in. Almost takes down Colin. Zone finishes him off. 2 left for Trisofts. Or 3 left for Trisofts. 2 left for HCTA, Colin, or HML. Oh my god, I hate your name, HML. Your name is too long. HML goes down, just yeah boy left for the Slammers, and he goes down to a regular, ending it for the HCTA Slammers. Just 4 teams left. Now 1 million beers still in it though, despite their 4 Tennis World takes down Rampage.
Headshot.
Harvey, yeah, that works.
Killing spree.
Tennis takes down Toe Sniffer. Genesis now in a rough position up against the Ultimate.
Ultra
Toe Sniffer
kill.
goes down again. Got weapons right before he died. Jock goes down, just Rampage left. His head is sticking up above it. Oh, and Tennis takes on Rampage, eliminating Genesis. 1 million beers has now made themselves known to Ghosty, who is pushing up. However, it is a 2v1 currently. Gabe Watts getting involved. Oh, Ghosty takes down Robert. Just Popeye left, and Popeye goes down to Gabe, leaving just 2 teams left. The Ultimate versus Trisofts. Sheezy takes down Ghosty, the Ultimate Downer member, right at the beginning of this fight, which is very good for them. Now, don't tell people's first name. I would kill you if you told someone my first name. But Bob isn't my first name. Gabe goes down to zone. Trisofts take the dub as a regular takes down Tennis World. Let's have a look at kills. Why is my throat so dry? Whoa, we got our first double-digit kills from a team, a combined team. We'll see if we get better than that. Tennis World, 5 kills, 1,800 damage. Gabe Watts, 4 kills, 1,200 damage. Ghosty, 4 kills, 1,900 damage. Isaac, 4 kills, 1,600 damage. And let's go have a look at our score sheets after game number 2. I know what I'm doing. Anyways, we still have the Ultimates in first place with 114 points. HCTA Slammers still in second with 72 points. However, we have had Trisofts move into third place with 55 points. Genesis in fourth with 46 points. What are we doing? 1 million beers in fifth with 25 points. Aries in sixth place with 13 points, and SK and Purge in 7th place with 12 points. I will say, I never... Aries always feels like a player name, not a clan name to me. Which is weird, I know, but I think it's because like the God Aries and all that shit is more ingrained into my head. Simply because I was a boy at one point, and I was obsessed with ancient Rome. I don't know, Aries missing Money Farmer. Anyways, looks like we're starting off with game number 3. Do I have game number 3 on the screen? Someone tell me. But anyways, we are starting over Cemetery. Not the best spot to hot drop, so I don't expect we're going to see much. But we're going to see some action in Metro 100%. Ooh, Agent Ace, Popeye on just them dropping. Where is their third? Oh, Robert was the first one down. Looks like we have Toe Sniffer, Jacques, and Rampage in Complex. Yeah, boy, joining them very close by. However, he grabs a CX-4. Okay, CX-4 and a 1911. You can definitely work with that if you have the right range. However, the entire Genesis team will push him. HML and Colin moving up to Trisofts, who have also dropped there. We have 3 teams in Kingdom. Let's go have a look at the other spots before we get popping off. Looks like we have the Ultimate in Kingdom, SK and Purge in Sandbox, and 1 million beers in
60 seconds.
Cemetery.
Supply drop incoming.
HML going for Rampage in the side. Oh, Colin, looks like he's going after the Trisoft, specifically Sheezy there. Everyone is kind of holding their ground here, which is definitely good to start, but leads to some boring moments for us. What are you doing, Colin? Let's go have a look at your loadouts. What do we got? Purple Matadors, 1-star Furby. What do you got, HML? 2-star Uzis, 3-star MK, and a 1-star Furby. Genesis gonna push up on HML first, it looks like, maybe? Or a regular. Both of them in a similar spot. They might run into each other first. We're just all ground walking on the first floor. Very close to each other. Oh, first blood in the background there between SK and Purge and Robber 1 million beers. SK and Purge is definitely gonna be wanting some revenge after those last few matches. Going after 1 million beers hard and fast, guiding their damage. Oh, we just lost someone for the HGTA Slammer. I think. What? Okay. I don't know what I just saw in the background there. I thought I saw someone lag out. Raptor gets hit by Agent. Oh, he gets double tapped back, loses half of all of his shield, a little bit of his health. Robber getting MK18 by Brooks. Jeremy gets hit pretty hard. Brooks pushing up. Agent Ace gets hit by a DT shot. Ooh, Robber trying to get away gets hit as well. Agent Ace pushing up. If he tries to push away, he might not be in the best position. I wish we could see builds. Raptor takes down Agent Ace. Octavia dies to Zone. Octavia we haven't seen much from. I don't think I've said his name yet, which it concerns me because Octavia is a pretty good player. Ghosty takes down Kiyomi. Genesis going up against one of the other teams. Ares right now. Oh, and Ghosty takes down Gluppy, the ultimate wiping Ares. I don't know why I went over there. It was literally useless. Anyways, HGTA Slammers might run into 1 million beers here in a second, which is not the best. Yablome? What are you guys talking about? Haywood Yablome. Who the fuck is Haywood Yablome? Is this something I'm too young to understand? Raptor takes down Colin with a nice double tap. Isaac takes down Jacques with a nice double tap. 2 double taps in a row. We missed one of them though. What do you mean blow you, Joey? We've talked about this. No, thank you. Anyways, Isaac gets hit pretty hard with Tennis World's op. Looks like they're gonna go into tower, which isn't the worst option for them right now. They're very much so in the middle of these teams. If they don't play it right, they'll run into multiple at the same time, which is not good. We'll see what they do. However, we do have Genesis, who is in a rough spot here as SK and Purge hits Raptor pretty hard and takes him down. Genesis down to 1 member who is, drumroll please, somewhere that I'm not seeing because I'm blind. Oh, in Metro. There he is. Oh, you blow me. Gotcha. Yablome. I don't, but phonetically it'd be pronounced Yablome, right? I don't know. Phonetics be damned. It's like Genesis got the res off, however they are going to have a hard time getting into zone still with SK and Purge right there. Might be able to sneak past him, but we'll see what happens. What's up, Jonesy and Kermit? Raptor gets hit pretty hard by the HGTA Slammers. Toe Sniffer makes it in, however Jeremy has spotted him. Not an ideal situation to be in. Ushizi gets hit by Robber. Tryhards still up against 1 million beers. They've been going at each other for a while now. Fight is no closer to concluding than it was at the beginning. Jeremy is definitely in position for Toe Sniffer right now. However, SK Purge is also in position to fight when Genesis and 1 million beers. I cannot stop yawning. Robber gets hit. However, we have Trisoft up against the ultimate over here. Very close range fight, which means we're likely to see a quick conclusion, which is always fun. Trisoft's waiting for a push from the ultimate. Let's see which one makes the move. Oh, they're backing off. Okay. Rampage from Genesis still moving around. Jeremy takes down Popeye, leaving 1 million beers in a rough position. Choice-offs. Well, inside the buildings, it looks like HGTA Slammers is the only ones inside of zone here, with every other team on the opposite side. I think caffeine might be the answer, actually. Oh, hey, you know what? You guys just... Someone narrate it for me. Hold on, I have caffeine over here. I don't know if you can hear me still, but they're killing each other. Whoa, the shots are being fired. Yes! I have no idea how old this energy drink is, but it can't be bad. Alright, we're good. Don't snort the powdered caffeine. We've got an energy drink now. Isaac takes down Jeremy, and we are back. I'm speed grabbing drinks.
Ultra kill.
Raptor takes down Isaac after Cheesy takes down Popeye with his op. We're down to 2 members for 1 million beers. Now just 1 for 1 million beers in a really rough position in the middle of the road. Jeremy pushing up on Robber. Robber is not in the best position here, and he gets spotted. Jeremy spots him. Jeremy getting shot in the back, gets taken down by Robber. However, Robber is low health. He does have a banana. We're good. Fox, that is not what I need. I do not need shots every time you come in here. However, I will need shots tonight, so please show up. Anyways. On the other side, we have the ultimate against HGTA Slammers. Yaboy in a very good position there for where zone is going. One of my favorites. Robber goes down to zone, and that is it for 1 million beers. SK and Purge, however, also in a really rough position with Trisoft between them and zone, and they are deep in it. Trisoft's in a rough position as well with the ultimate between them and zone, at least Ghosty. Brooks dies to zone. Caffeine break. Feels energetic. A regular going down to zone, giving Ghosty a kill. Ghosty, or Isaac, about to get shot in the back by SK and Purge, gets hit pretty hard and goes down to Jeremy. Just Sheezy left. SK and Purge definitely capitalizing on Ghosty, holding them off. Ghosty hitting them in the back. Oh, and Sheezy goes down to the zone. That is it for the Trisofts, leaving us with 4 teams left. This game Purge in a really rough spot still. HGHA Slammers taking high ground. Ghosty takes down Jeremy. Just Raptor left, who takes down Ghosty. He just needs to get the res off to save his team or get into... No, he needs to get into zone, and that is it. Or... that team. 1 million beers. No. Trisofts finally out. That is... Trisofts is the one I meant. Team E, Gabe pushes up and gets taken down. HGTA Slammers in an interesting position here. All 3 of them up on the smokestack, and zone is about to push in and push them out of there. They don't really have anywhere amazing to push to. However, the ultimate might get pushed into Genesis with this one. Oh, a nice rocket from Gabe. Excuse me, from Gabe. Yeah, boy takes down Gabe with a... Oh wait, no, those Yeah Boys rockets? One of them shot the rocket and took the other one down. I don't know what's happening anymore. I have confused myself in... Yeah boy, just using an op and a DT. Sweaty ass loadout. Like, it's the OG sweat loadout right now. Oh yeah boy, takes down Ghosty with a nice shot to the chest. The ultimate now stuck outside of zone. Genesis moving to hold. Gabe Watts coming around from behind might give HGTA Slammers the in that they need. Rampage moving up. Jock turns around, sees Gabe, and takes him down. HGTA Slammers. Rampage coming in, hitting it. Yeah boy hard. HML hits him hard as well. Yeah, Colin almost takes him down in the back. However, Toastnever comes in and saves his ass. HML gets taken down by Rampage. Rampage goes down to zone, leaving us with just 1 left for Genesis as Jock gets taken down by Tennis World. The ultimate definitely has an advantage now with them having zone. However, there's not much cover in that zone, so it could easily change. Why are you redeeming stuff, Little Red? I will not refund redeems during Shoutcast, and they are worthless right now. Anyways, Toastniffer takes down Gabe. Looks like just Toe Sniffer left for Genesis. HTA Slammer, if they pushed in here, might be able to easily secure second place. However, is it worth it? That is the question. Ooh, Rampage takes down HML. Just Yaboy left for HTA Slammers. And he is out of bananas. Tennis takes down Toe Sniffer. Oh, Yaboy going for the people in zone. Jock pushing up, hits Yaboy with that foul, takes him down. They've secured second place. However, the Ultimate has a very hard hold on zone as Gabe takes down Rampage, securing game number 3 for the Ultimate. You guys are wasting your channel points. I don't know what's happening right now. We're gonna have a look at our kill board for game number 3 with Ghosty in first place with 7 kills, 1400 damage so far, a record for this session. Okay, sure. Yeah, Genesis gave zone up with their push in, and that definitely cost them dearly. Yaboy 4 kills, 1100 damage. Raptor 5 kills, 1500 damage. Let's have a look at our scores, which I cannot do during using conventional means. It looks like the Ultimate is still in first with 170 points. HCTA Slammer still in second with 107. Genesis has moved up, pushing Trisofts out of third with 82 points. Trisofts have moved into third with 78 points. SK and Purge in fifth, or Trisofts have moved into fourth. SK and Purge in fifth with 60 points. 1 Million Beers in seventh with 43. And finally, Aries in seventh place with 15 points. Let's head back on over to live and see what is happening as I chug more soda and energy drink. And we're starting. I don't get to chug, I get to sip, which is fair enough. Let's have a look as we are spawning over Frontier, a good spot for the hot drops. And yes, I'm hoping that someone will use a sword. Our swords aren't turned on in C-Class, are they? I don't believe so. No, they are. I don't know. Normally I have a look at the competition rules before they start, but this time I was like, nah, fuck that. I want to be lazy. Anyways, we have HGTA Sweat Slammers going after Trisofts. So we have a team already in Metro with 1 Million Beers utilizing the teleporters. Only team to do so. Cutting off the other teams. Looks like Aries might run into them here if they're not careful. Ooh, not quite. Let's have a look over here where we have HGTA Slammers pushing up on Trisofts. Colin, are you going to Metro? Colin is going to Metro. Let's meet him over there as he teleports in right behind 1 Million Beers.
Battle zone shrinking.
Not the best position for them to be in. However, not gonna knock it.
Supply drop.
Can you take the teleporter as a ghost? Or will Colin have to do the walk of shame if he dies? Popeye has spotted Colin. Colin waiting for him. Oh,
First blood.
Popeye down. That is our first blood. An unexpected first blood. Gabe Watts hits Agent, takes down his shield, and we have Brooks taking down Kiyomi. Where? Oh. What? Right over there. We have 4 teams in Metro? Okay. Gabe pushing up on Colin over here. Very slowly. Colin moving down. We'll see if they fight. What do you got it drop? Oh, Colin getting pushed on by Ghosty now. Why are we sideways? Oh, Melissa Sisseko shots. And Tennis and Gabe are both here to back him up. It is now a 1v3. Yaboy coming in from behind Gabe. Might pull him off just long enough. We'll see. Tennis pushing up and takes Colin down. Well, I guess we'll find out if you can take the teleporter while dead, because he's going to need to in order to get back. And who is going to be next? It looks like Yaboy may be pushed next. Colin doing something or another. Was he unable to take the teleporter? Or was it not worth it because they came over? Where's the rest of Team B? Oh! The rest of HGTA Slammers came. Where the fuck did Yaboy go? Oh, he took the teleporter. There's a teleporter there? Okay, sorry, I'm casting. I'm not supposed to be learning. Anyways, back to your regularly scheduled Bob freaking the fuck out. We have got Genesis perched above 1 million beers. Not the best position for either of these teams to be taking. HTML gets taken down by Ghosty. Yeah, boy, is it for HGTA Slammers. And I think where, Colin did take the teleporter while dead, so we did answer our question. Yeah, boy, got the fuck out. Wonder what prompted that decision. You know, I get it though. Sometimes you just decide a fight ain't for you. And to be fair, with this many people in Metro, which is great for us as on a cast, but not great for a player. Definitely advantageous. Oh, Jock. Rampage takes down Popeye. Jock takes down Robber. 1 million beers down to 1 member as Genesis chases. Triple stack coming in. Looks like Agent barely makes it around the corner. However, he has 3 people right behind him. And yeah, swords are on. Oh, looks like he's gonna go up again. However, Genesis will have the opportunity to cut him off here if he is not careful. Jock climbing up. Jock will have to take out at least one of them to get away. I have a feeling. Oh no, Agent Ace. Definitely the right call to get the fuck out. Agent Ace waiting. Oh, goes after Rampage, takes him down. However, Ghosty comes in from behind and finishes him off. Completely new squad in the fight. Now he has left Genesis down to 2 members though, which might not be great for them. Gabe moving in. Has he heard Jock? Jock is in a very good, well-hidden position. Oh, now we have Tristops coming in to try Ultimate and Genesis teams who are both just right next to each other and have not seen each other. Very good for Genesis, who is down to 2 members. Ooh, Tennis World about to run into, oh my god. Oh, I think Tennis spotted him while climbing past. No, he did not. Oh, he did. Oh, Toe Sniffer hits Tennis hard. Jock moving in, and Tennis gets taken down by Toe Sniffer. Jock would have taken him out if they didn't. It looks like we're gonna have the ultimate take high ground. Gabe takes down Toe Sniffer. Just Jock left, going for the res here. Jock resing as well. Ooh, will he get the res off? He does, and they're dropping down. Oh, Tennis takes down both Toe Sniffer and Rampage, and then Gabe takes down Jock's, finishing off Genesis. Waiting for that for a while. Jock, well, no, there's an S on it. It's Jocks. It's plural Jock. Anyways, we have HGTA Slammers now pushing up on Trisops. Irregular takes down Yaboy with a DT, leaving 2 left for HGTA. However, Colin evens the odds by taking down Sheezy. Anyways, the ultimate pushing up. Ghosty moving in to join the fight. Jacques. Oh my god, you are not going to annoy me with that. Ghosty takes down Isaac. With a nice shot. Completely different fight he just got involved in for a... Oh, no, wait, that was Trisoft. Yeah, no, same fight. We're good. Trisoft's now in a rough spot. They've got the ultimate focusing them after their long fight with HGTA Slammers. You know you just want to break after a long fight. Just a tiny little one. Just like 2 or 3 seconds even to gather yourselves, make sure your team all has loot, weapons, ammo, all that shit. Make sure you're ready for the next one. On the other side of the playing field, we've got Ares versus SKM Purge. I would argue that these 2 teams are very well matched. However, Ares is now getting their back to zone. So we'll see what happens with that after. They're also outside of zone with every other team having a spot in zone. Ooh, Sheezy hits HML pretty hard. Raptor takes down Octavia in the back over there. The ultimate has lost shield on 2 of their members, which is very good for everyone else. Tennis gets hit as well. Some nice damage from HGTA on ultimate. However, it looks like Trisofts are going to get them to back off. This is the risk with a third party. Each of these teams keeps on coming in as the other hits one of the... Wow, that sentence is not English. Hold on. Let me just translate from Bobbish to English really quickly. I just need to put it to the translator. No, the risk with a third party, especially when if you have 2 teams, or these 3 teams like this, is that no one's going to actually get any kills. It's just one team is about to get a kill or 2, wiping or knocking the other team lower, and then you come in and just back them off repeatedly, which leads to just a circular motion until a fourth team gets involved. Always fun to watch, not fun to be in. It looks like we have SK and Purge moving in on the ultimate. Fourth team getting involved. Trisoft's definitely a good position here. Gabe moving up on Raptor. Going Octavia dying to zone. Gabe goes down. Raptor hitting Ghosty hard. The ultimate is now in trouble. Oh, Ghosty eats a banana, gets it off. However, Raptor takes him down with that DT. Looks like we have Ares down to one member and Ultimate down to one member. Gleppy gets in on the other side of the map, which is going to give him some time to reload his team with weapons and ammo. Tennis moving down there. It looks like we might have Tennis have to fight Ares all by himself in order to get his team up. Ooh, Tennis has definitely heard the res. The question is how we take care of this. Raptor takes down Kiyomi. Ares moving in, takes down Gleppy. Almost did it. Jeremy now moving in on Tennis, who is very badly injured. Tennis waiting for him. Tennis goes down, wiping the ultimate, leaving us with just 4 teams. Ares is in a rough spot as well, so we might go down to 3 in a moment, depending on how the tide goes. SK and Perch, the only ones solidly in zone. Jeremy takes down Isaac with a nice op shot. Trisoft's now very low. Jeremy takes down Gleppy. Looks like Jeremy is on Ares patrol, keeping them out of zone, keeping them down. But on the other side, we have... I'm not touching my mouse right now. What are you doing? Okay. We have HGT Slammers moving into Trisoft. Hits them pretty hard. Loses. Knocks down their shields. Jeremy takes down Octavia. Definitely farming Ares, which is very good for SK and Purge's points. Very bad for Ares' sanity. And Raptor comes in, finishes off. Kiyomi just will be left on Ares. It looks like Trisoft went down in the meantime to HGTA Slammers. Now it is really SKM Purge versus HGTA Slammers. We'll see if Ares can come back enough to get involved. Popeye, what are you doing in my chat? Unstoppable. Colin goes down to Raptor. Headshot. Jeremy takes out Octavia again. That is an 8 kill streak from Jeremy. We've seen this from him before in the last CCLASS I cast, I believe. He just went off with that op, farming a team. HML and Colin trying to move into zone. The next zone does not have cover for anybody. It is still best practice to just not join the stream at all, Popeye, because it's a bad look. You being in the stream at all is just a bad look for the teams you're going up against. But it's up to you. Jeremy takes down Kiyomi again. Leave them alone. Go after the people who are a threat. And Ares is officially down. We're down to 2 squads. It looks like HGTA Slammers definitely has an advantage with this zone against SKM Purge. Ooh, those rockets are going to hurt. SKM Purge gets next zone, but we'll see if it matters. Nice grenade going. Oh, nice zone grenade going in. Backs SKM Purge off. Oh, Brooks gets hit. Now, the problem with this for SKM Purge is they're going to be stuck in zone for a while, no matter what happens. Jeremy makes it in, though. Very nice. Colin moving to the side. Going to have angle on Brooks. Jeremy moving in from the side. However, Colin has spotted him. HML takes down Raptor. Jeremy goes down to Colin. Just Brooks left, and he goes down to HML. Let's have a look at our kill. What is game? We're not going to do this. Yeah, HGTA Slammers takes game number 4 with our kill leaders being Jeremy, 9 kills, 1,600 damage. Raptor, 6 kills, 1,900 damage. Colin, 5 kills, 1,500 damage. Tennis World, 4 kills, 900 damage. And it looks like we are going to have our spreadsheets updated right about now. So let's go have a look at what has changed before. Looks like the ultimate is still in first. However, HGTA Slammers is moving in on them with the ultimate in 210 points. HGTA Slammers behind them at 159. SKM Purge has pushed both Trisofts and Genesis out of third with that match, putting them sitting at 131 points. Genesis has moved down to 4th at 96 points, and Trisofts all the way down at 5th with 95. 1 Million Beers at 6th with 48. And finally, Aries in 7th with 34. That's how we look at our teams as we go into game number 5. And why are we off of C-Class? Go back to live. Looks like we are going to be having a hot drop from... See, it's Jocks. It's plural Jock. If I said just Jock, it would not be enough for whoever commented last night. I think it was Parm. Anyways, Genesis instantly going after the ultimate. Definitely the right call. If I'm in these teams' shoes, I definitely want the ultimate dead in order to give myself position for the lobby. On the other side, we have SK and Purge against Trisofts. Another very interesting fight. If Trisofts takes down SK and Purge, they can move back into their 3rd place position.
First blood!
Oh! Isaac takes down Jeremy. However, Jeremy with a nice sword slice. Glad I was over here to see that one. Aries taking the very hidden route. A Raptor takes down Isaac. We're down to 2v2 here. Brooks with a hell of a shot on a regular. Let's go, Brooks. Annoying with that Seiko. Although, to be fair, I'm... Look, we're gonna have both teams revive. SK and Purge definitely has a little bit less space. 1 Million Beers has the opportunity to push in a 3rd party. This, however, it looks like Yaboy is going to be the one who does it. Where's the rest of HTTA? Very split up. Interesting. Although it might work for them. My screen does say game 5, right? You know, we're gonna go with yes, and I don't care what the actual answer is. Brooks takes down Isaac with a nice headshot with the Seiko. SK and Perch, however, is now running into both Yaboy and 1 Million Beers, which is less than ideal for them. Trisofts moving out into Cemetery. Genesis starting to move in as well on 1 Million Beers. The ultimate right behind them. We've got almost every team getting involved. Well, yeah, every team getting involved in this. Oh, almost every. Aries is not involved. But we have almost every team getting involved with this fight as Robber gets hit by Rampage. The ultimate has now spotted Jock. Hits him a bit. What's up, Stealth Jim? SK and Purge still moving after Trisofts. Like I said, my move if I was SK and Purge, or was Trisofts, would be to try and eliminate SK and Purge. Ghosty gets hit hard by Toe Sniffer, very low. Gabe moving in. Oh, misses with the grenade, but that would have been a nice one if it hit. Robert takes down Rampage over here as Team A pushes up. Genesis now in a rough spot. Jock is in a good spot to cover them. However, to cover Toe, but Toe is in a rough spot inside of that. What do we call those? Towers? Oh, Toe Sniffer gets taken down by Gabe without firing a shot himself. Jacques is it. Trisoft or HGA Slammers pushing up on SK and Purge, who is pushing Sheezy. Sheezy all by himself here as Irregular and Isaac move out. Oh, Yaboy has spotted Jeremy, hits him hard. Sheezy has hit Brooks hard. Raptor takes down Sheezy. However, HGTA Slammers might be able to capitalize on this, or at least 2 of HGTA Slammers. We've got just Yaboy and HML. Ghosty takes down Agent Ace. Gabe takes down Robber. Over here, Team A is now in trouble with just Popeye left for 1 Million Beers in this final game. Gabe pushing behind him. Popeye. We'll see if Popeye makes it. Gabe is going to know you're in that corner, Popeye. You cannot stay there. It is not going to work for you. Moving to peek him. Gonna try and fight this. Oh, and Gabe takes him down, wiping 1 Million Beers. On the other side, we have Slammers pushing SK and Purge. Raptor goes down to HML. Just 2 left for SK and Purge. Brooks takes down Colin. However, he gets taken down by Sheezy, a bit of revenge for earlier. HML is now going to get pushed by Isaac and Sheezy, it looks like. He gets Colin up. Isaac waiting, hits, HML takes him down. Just Colin left over here with Yaboy holding his range. Isaac could very easily take down Colin here. I believe he only has a knife. Yes. Question is, will he spot him? Ooh, he knows something. Oh, takes him down with the Seiko point blank range. Nice shot, Isaac. Just Yaboy left for the HGTA Slammers. Now, the HGTA Slammers are the ones who are in the best position to take the Ultimate's first place position. If they go down here, the Ultimate is pretty much assuredly going to be in first for this session. We'll see what they do. Give me more caffeine. Well, I just spilled energy drink all over myself, which is going to be fun later. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. Ghosty takes down Jocks. Looks like we have SK and Purge hitting Trisofts in the back. That's going to pull them off of HGTA Slammers. However, we have Genesis over there waiting for them whenever they push in. We'll see what happens. Raptor takes down Sheezy, leaving 2 left for Trisofts. Yeah, 1 Million Beers definitely did not have one of their best sessions ever, but they didn't play horribly. I think the other teams just outplayed them in a couple areas. I'm curious to have comms in the future. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Isaac takes down Raptor. That's definitely a needed kill to push in. Aries starting to push up. Brooks is about to run into all of Aries. Gets hit in the back. That is not great for him. And Kiyomi takes in, finishes him off. Trisoft pushing in on Aries. Gloopy takes down the shield of both Irregular and Sheezy with a 2-star op, I want to say? No, 3-star. That's 87. Damn, I'm off today. Normally I'm able to tell what tier it is just by looking at how much the bars dropped, but I just completely missed it. Isaac gets shit on by Gluppy with that nice shot as he dropped down. Kiyomi pushing up on Irregular. They got the res off though. Isaac going inside. What weapon do we got? Oh, I can't see Isaac's weapon. Kiyomi pushing in, takes Isaac down, and Gluppy going after Irregular takes him down. Just Sheezy left for Trisoft, and he is not in an area where there's a lot of loot to get his team back up and running.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Raptor goes down to the Ultimate. It looks like HGTA Slammers has been able to sneak out of that position. We saw them earlier before things heated up. Ooh, Jeremy pushing up, gets hit in the back by Gabe, gets hit pretty hard and taken down by Gloopy with that op. Just 2 left for SK and Purge, and they are in the middle of both of these teams here. Nowhere to really run. We've got people rooting for both Purge and Aries here, but there can only be one in this fight in particular. HGA Slammer starting to come in from the side. That might present to be a problem for Aries in the future if they get the right angle on Church. However, for now we have Gloopy hitting Isaac with that 3-star op. Headshot. Yeah, Slammers have been rotating like crazy this match, which has been working out for them. Genesis starting to push into zone, gets spotted by the Ultimate. Now, remember, it is in these teams' best interest to just wipe the Ultimate. Every team's right now with the Ultimate holding, I believe, one of the highest scores for the season, as well as the highest score for this session so far at over 200 points for the session alone. I do not know what the total is for the season, though. Jock and Rampage stuck in the corner here. Ghosty hitting them with that MK18 got hurt. HGA Slammers backs him off a little bit. Looks like he's gonna group up. Oh, Ghosty gets hit by HGA Slammers. Gabe takes down Toe Sniffer. Jock very low, Rampage very low. This is not the best position to be in for Genesis. Ghosty pushing up, takes Jock down, and Gabe takes down Rampage. Yeah, boy pushes up for the Ultimate. See what happens. On the other side, we have SK and Purge still in the middle. Aries stuck outside of zone, and finally Trisofts on the border of zone. Not the best positions for any of these teams right now. No one has an outright advantage with their position. The Ultimate getting shot from 2 teams right now. Just a clusterfuck. Yeah, boy takes down Tennis. Gabe takes down Colin. Yeah, boy takes down Ghosty. And there's just 1 left for the Ultimate, directly next to one from Slammers. Oh, and Gabe Watch goes down, ending the Ultimate. Irregular pushes in for Trisops, taking down Yaboy and HML, ending it for HGTA Slammers. Now, on the other side, we have Aries pushing in on SKM Purge. Jeremy moved into position to hold Trisops. However, that left Brooks and Raptor in a rough position to hold off Aries as they push in. And Brooks goes down. Raptor hits Gloopy really hard, but then gets hit pretty hard. Gloopy almost gets taken down by Raptor, but Raptor gets taken down by Kiyomi. Jeremy now needs to get his team up, and there is no loot over here to get. However, he did get a little tiny piece of zone if he can work with that. I do not see how he will, though. Aries pushing up on Trisofts. Right now, we have Aries in dead last, but I think that they might overcome their placement right now if they continue playing like this. I'll remind you, as it sits, 1 million beers is just ahead of Aries, and I imagine that they'll take 1 million beer spot. However, there is also the chance that they take the placement from Genesis, who went out pretty early this match. They'll just need a pretty good game. We'll see what they do. There's also Trisoft with a similar score from last match, but Trisoft is still in, which will make it much harder to push past them for this session. But Aries is definitely going to shake up the board with this one. Not much movement here. Aries, if I was in Aries' position, I'd definitely try and flank around behind Trisoft. Maybe not get you first place, but there's no clear into zone for Aries right now. Definitely in the worst position between these teams. Although this zone sucks. Like, it really, really sucks. Aries pushing in behind Trisofts. Gets spotted. Irregular hits Lord Octavia pretty hard. Ooh, Kiyomi goes down to Sheezy. Sheezy gets hit hard in the back. Octavia about to get shot by Irregular, and he goes down as well. Gloopy went down to Raptor with that foul, so that is it for Aries. We'll see if they did enough. Now it is just SK and Purge versus the Trisoft. SK and Purge has not gotten a first place under their belt. However, Trisoft does have one from game number 3 or some shit. I don't know. Irregular goes down to Jeremy. Jeremy not looking too hot up there. No one has a ton of shields right now. This fight has been going for a while. And this zone is useless for all parties involved. Raptor gets hit pretty hard trying to get into it by Isaac. And it looks like we might finally go down to final zone.
Supply drop incoming.
Ooh, Brooks pushes on Isaac. However, Isaac takes him down, and then Isaac goes down to zone himself. Just Sheezy and Irregular left for SK and Purge, or for Trisoft, and just Jeremy and Raptor left for SK and Purge. However, I will say SK and Purge has slightly better position and slightly less health. Jeremy goes down, just Raptor left. Looks like Raptor is going to hold zone. He should go for the res. Looks like he will. Sheezy has angle on Raptor in a moment. We'll see if he uses it. He does, and hits them pretty hard. Sheezy does go down, though. SK and Purge definitely has weapons. Oh, and he uses them. Brooks takes down Isaac. Irregular takes down Brooks. And Raptor takes down Irregular with 1 health left, finishing our 5th and final game. Let's go have a look at our kill leaders for our final game of whatever week and session this is, of whatever division this is. Anyways, Raptor 7 kills, 1,000 damage. Irregular 6 kills, 1,300 damage. Isaac 5 kills, 1,500 damage. Ghosty 4 kills, 1,200 damage. And Brooks 4 kills, 1,600 damage. Overall, a pretty high kill game between the teams. Let's have a look. Yes. Let's have a look at our final score sheet. I'll remind you, after our last game, Aries was in dead last, but they have moved up past 1 million beers. The new spreadsheet sitting at, and SK and Purge has moved from, at one point they were in 6th place, but SK and Purge has moved up the leaderboard from 6th into 1st, and the last match moved from 3rd to 2nd, sitting at an ultimate. First place, the ultimate, with 254 points. Second place is SK and Purge with 190 points. HTTA Slammers in 3rd with 184 points. 4th place is Trisofts with 159 points. Genesis in 5th with 111. Aries in 6th with 72 points. And finally, 1 million beers, not their best session, and 7th with 54 points. That was definitely an interesting session to watch. Let's send y'all along with a raid on whoever is doing whatever at any time. Q? Wow, okay. I was completely wrong in my title, but everyone will ignore that. Let's give a raid to, I think Anarchy might be doing a cast right now. I'll have a look and see who we can find. We have got Zork doing the EU Elite semifinals. Let's send y'all over there, go give him some love. They're on game number 3, so you have 2 more matches to watch for the EU Elite semifinals for Clans League.